What's going on, guys? Welcome to GNC Outdoors, and this is going to be the first video in a couple of series of videos. So here's the deal. I tried to do this video all in one time and ended up being about a half hour long, and nobody's going to sit around and listen to me talk for a half hour, so I'm going to break these videos up into two separate videos. So I started making my own recurve, well, not my own recurves, my own recurve handles probably about 8 months ago. Is the first time that I really gave it a good run at it. And I fucked it up, and I ended up making it look really nice, and I sold it as a decorative piece to someone who wanted a decorative recurve handle that was really not meant to be used. And so 8 months of doing that, making stencils, and basically making just expensive pieces of firewood, I finally designed a riser that is compatible with Sage Samick limbs, that is a custom handle that fits the shooter exactly how they would want it. And this is the riser I started out with, and to me, the riser is ugly as shit. I mean, I hate it. I don't really enjoy the grip on it too much because I shot high wrist, or probably medium wrist. I didn't shoot low wrist, but I shot really close to high wrist, and it really didn't fit my hand at all. It's just a factory bow. There's not a damn bit of customization done to this. It is very bland and everything, and I wanted something that I built on my own, out of my own design. So what I did is I built a custom handle. So like I said, my handles are compatible with Sage Samick limbs, because I think that Sage Samick limbs are the cheapest and the best limbs on the market. They're not the best of the cheapest. They're the cheapest limbs, and they're also the best limbs on the market, in my opinion. And I've shot a lot of custom limbs, expensive limbs, and cheap limbs, and Samick performs, in my opinion, better than a lot of them. Now you can obviously, this is not a super recurve or super curly recurve. You know, this is a standard recurve. I know Morrison makes $800 limbs that are just, they're foam core and they're real curly at the top, and they're supposed to make a 30-pound bow, like a 50-pound bow, blah 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 blah. At the end of the day, you're still shooting a stick and string, and if you can't shoot it good, the super curly tip limb fucking things aren't going to make you a better shot. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and get into this. So, a couple more caveats. If you do buy a riser from me, it is going to be very cheap compared to every single other custom riser on the market. There's not a lot of risers out there you're going to buy that are custom, and this will be custom and perfect, and I will send it to you for a very low price. We can talk prices when we start talking, when you want to actually buy a handle from me, then we will talk prices. But until then, it's going to be significantly cheaper than a lot of everything on the market. I mean, you can buy handles from companies, and they're going to cost you $600. And for a piece of wood that looks really cool, it's basically a piece of art you're supposed to hunt with. Well, my bows are for the working man. They're meant to be hunted with. They're meant to be used, not really meant to be looked at. And you know, me walking around with a $1,200 bow in my hand, you know, I'd be afraid to fuck it up because that's a $1,200 bow. So these bows are meant to be used, and that's why there's a really low price tag onto it, mainly because I'm not making limbs, I'm not making quivers, I'm not making strings, I'm not making any of the other stuff. I'm making a handle. You're going to buy the Sage Samick limbs on your own, and then you're going to be able to go out and for, you know, significantly cheaper than $600, be able to have a bow that shoots as good as you can shoot it, with the best limbs on the market, with a handle that fits you perfectly. So this is the KP1, and this bow is not for sale for obvious reasons. This is my first bow that I made from start to finish. Sage Samick limbs, and there's blue tape over the limb pockets. I have my own proprietary limb pocket design and process going into this right now, and I don't know how well it's going to work. Now, I will say the positives of this. The positives, it was very cheap and easy to do. Well, for somebody who doesn't have any of the professional tools, I was able to add poundage. I added about 3 pounds at 28 inches. I made the bow quieter, and I lessened the hand shock. Another thing you're not going to get is you're not going to get a KP 2020 zebra wood plug at the top of there. That happened when I wasn't doing anything. I was actually being taught how to drill and tap the limb bolt system for recurves. I mean, I didn't really start working with wood power tools or power tools seriously until about 8 months ago, and so and I've read books, watched YouTube videos, and really there was only really one good book out there, and he kind of glossed through the limb pocket system because he had a planer. You really can't use a planer with this, especially not without this riser design. But he was drilling and tapping for it, and he drilled too far and put a Zebrawood plug into it. So I put KP 2020 into there on the Zebrawood plug. But anyway, yeah. So you won't get that. The horns are going to be further back so I don't drill through your riser and you don't get plugs into it. You know, really, him drilling through the riser was my fault because this design, it didn't have that in mind. I didn't think of that when I was designing this bow. But you know, it happened. I don't care about it at all. This bow shoots amazing, and so the horns are going to be moved back a little bit further so that doesn't happen, and there's going to be more mass onto the sight window right here, to give it more mass weight, lessen the hand shock, and make it quieter. But other than that, you can get this exact rudimentary riser. And this bow, I like my grips thick, and I like them very, very shallow. So as you can see, there is not a lot of play into this. It is very, very shallow, and it's very, very thick. I will be doing a custom thumb groove for you guys. But other than that, this is basically what it can look like. So the types of woods that I can do. Really, if you want an exotic wood, you're probably better off paying someone else to do it for you. I'll make a run at it, but it's going to cost you more. I mean, that's a simple fact. I don't have any experience working with these high quality, not really high quality, high price exotic woods. You know, that's why most of the risers that I'll be offering on Instagram will be action wood, and basically they're just layered wood, and then when you cut into them, you get a custom camo pattern, and it's meant for the working man, you know. But that's it. If you want to know the types of riser block options, hit me up on Instagram, and I can give you a few that I've worked with in the past, and that I can do. If you want hardwoods, I can probably do hardwoods. I have made a cherry riser it was a walnut riser in the past, and it turned out okay, but we got to the point where it was time to string it up, and I didn't have limbs for it. So you know, I got to make limbs for that one. But we can talk more about this if you're really interested. We'll be going over prices and everything in over Instagram, or I can give you my phone number as long as you don't give it to everyone out there. I probably won't give you my phone number now because this next video is going to piss a lot of people off. But anyway, that's all I got to say. If you want a custom handle from me that is compatible with Sage Samick limbs without my limb pocket design and everything like that, hit me up on Instagram. The Instagram is outlaw_risers. We can talk more on there, but until then, guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope to do business with you soon, and until next time, guys, I will see you later.